Turning to our special report tonight, will there be another terrorist attack on the homeland? Where will it happen? When will it happen? It's not easy to know, not even for law enforcement. As News 4's Luke Moretti explains in tonight's special report, terrorism has entered a new phase, Luke.
Yeah, Nalina, and what about here in Western New York? Are there any credible threats to worry about? I recently sat down with the top guy at the Buffalo FBI office to get his take on securing the homeland.
We are in a new phase of terrorism.
The threat of terror is stoking fear and concern in this country.
What's going to happen next and where's it going to be? And
from the brutal Paris attacks.
They're already here, but you never know where or when they're going to strike.
To the San Bernardino massacre.
All of us are constantly in fear and preparation.
Terrorism tops the list of concerns of Americans, according to recent polls.
There is a chance that something could always happen.
Adam Cohen is the special agent in charge of the Buffalo FBI office. Prior to his arrival in Western New York, he was assigned to the Counterterrorism Division at FBI headquarters in Washington.
Probably the healthiest place to be is concerned about the possibility that something always could happen, but not let it change the way that you do things.
For the last 3.5 years, Cohen has been responsible for investigating the use of the internet by terrorists. He's seen big changes in the way they communicate using social media and encrypted technologies. That's a big problem, right, for the FBI?
It's a big problem for everybody. The ability, based on the use of social media, to directly touch individuals anywhere in the world changes the playing field from what we had 3-5 years ago.
Just recently, a Rochester pizza shop owner admitted that he tried to recruit fighters for the Islamic State group in Syria. According to the government, Mufid Elfki maintained numerous social media accounts, including 3 Twitter accounts and 23 Facebook accounts, and used various aliases to conceal his true identity.
Through his use of social media, was reaching out to individuals in the country and overseas, trying to provide them with assistance and recruit individuals.
Now, Senator Charles Schumer is calling for a renewed focus on decoding and disrupting social media communications by would-be extremists.
Terrorists abroad can't gain easy access to come here to America, but that doesn't stop them from looking to gain easy access to Americans through the social media.
Special Agent in Charge Cohen says the FBI is working closely with social media providers, encouraging them to monitor their own systems and report nefarious activities.
Understand that they've got a bottom line that they need to protect themselves, but it's also very important that they be aware of how their systems and their technology is being used by terrorists to potentially harm all of us.
According to the FBI, the caseload of ISIS suspects has exploded to more than 900 in all 50 states. But what about here in Buffalo?
So I won't give you specifics as far as what we may have here or not have here in Western New York, but it's a threat that exists throughout the entire country.
Is the FBI, particularly the Buffalo office, aware of any kind of a threat here in the Western New York region?
We are not aware of any specific threat here in Western New York.
Regardless, Cohen says FBI agents, analysts, and local law enforcement partners are ready to respond should any kind of a threat emerge.
The reality is that the intelligence community doesn't know about every extremist, every lone wolf out there, and when the next attack is going to be. Is that fair?
I think it's very fair. I don't believe that we could ever confidently say or would ever pretend that we knew of every single threat or lone wolf out there.
Now, Cohen says people could become radicalized right in their basement, and no one would know about it until something were to happen, unless, of course, someone decided to tip off the authorities, and they encourage that. If you see something that's kind of strange.
You see something, say something.
Yeah, it's just not looking good. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And as you said, it's clear that this threat has become more difficult for the FBI and others to see.
No question about it. It has, because of the lone wolf types who become inspired, and the use of encryption, which essentially means that you can't see those conversations. Now, as the president put it recently, we're entering a new phase of terrorism.
It seems like the government has to find a way to catch up with technology, and technology has to cooperate too.
They're trying.
Okay, Luke, thank you.